does.
Welcome to my very first Epique agent interview with one of my first agents that I brought over to Epique Realty. And this series, I'm so looking forward to it because it's real conversations with real estate agents who are doing business still. And I am, I'm just really so grateful that I made this move to get over to Epique Realty, and I'm wanting to share what it's like with other agents. So Jessica, thank you so much for being my guest today. And I'm so excited to work with you and get to build with you. I feel like you are just my sister from another mother. Like I absolutely love what we're doing.
Absolutely. This is so much fun. And thank you so much for having me. It's been a crazy ride.
For sure, definitely. And it's flying by, isn't it? It's crazy because, which this is my first question. And so I have a series of questions that I'm going to ask you today, and I just want to talk openly about them. So I have not even given Jessica these questions. So we're just going to wing it, right? So my first question is, how long have you been with Epique?
So I got a random text message from you, Miss Dawn, and you just said, like, what is this? Or what do you think? Or some, it was like 3 words and it had the website. And I, had zero plans of moving.
Me either.
I looked at the website and I was like, we both know that most of our success comes from what we do, our actions, not our brokerage. And I tend to get distracted a little bit easily. So I was like, I'm just going to focus. I'm just going to stay where I am. I had kind of convinced myself not to move. This was in July, June,
Yeah,
July.
same.
Mm-hmm.
Same, July, August, I
Yeah.
was still unsure. And I think you and I were talking back then, like regularly, like, are we going to do this or not? Kind of
Yes.
like,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
in, I'm
No.
not in, like, oh my gosh. And
I
so,
know.
yeah,
And it really did just sit in my gut and it kept me up a little bit. And I was like, man, if this is really what it sounds like and what it says it is, it could be really awesome. And I tried to play every worst case scenario in my head. So went ahead and did my LOI in July. And I was like, okay, let's say I move, I start to build a great business, and then it's not here in 2 years. Since I am an accountant, still a CPA at heart, I built out a spreadsheet and I was like, okay, worst case, it'll save me this much on my production and I'll go back to my old brokerage, which is great. And, I will have tried and learned and met new people. And so I was like, I'm going to regret that less than I would if I never try, never experience it. And it's amazing. And I have
yeah,
regret.
that's,
I didn't try.
yeah,
So,
FOMO, like the one we
yep,
all have, fear of missing out.
I know. So I
But
think
we
officially in
saw
August,
it.
we did. We saw
So we saw it. And I think one of the reasons we saw it, we're both like very entrepreneurial. We've been real estate agents for a long time. We dabble in other things because who doesn't like multiple streams of income, right? But we saw it. And like for me, it's like I always envision myself walking down a hallway and here's this door and it says Epique on it. And it's got like a big star on it. And it's like, open, come on, join me. And I'm thinking, you know what? Like there's more of a calling to open this door than anything. If I walk past it and I ignore it, I will always wonder, like, what would that have been? And I'm so glad that I opened the door and took a chance as well, right there with you. So
yeah, it's
I
tough to
I think
know
it's yeah,
if it's a distraction or if it's like the universe and God presenting this opportunity. But the more research I did,
absolutely.
I tried to talk to as many people as I could, from agents in my area to leadership. And my gut was like, okay, there's some
Yeah.
smart people driving this boat.
Yeah.
And it's just such a cool thing
Well,
people created, that they were like outside the box thinkers. And I think you and I have been kind of finding a passion helping other agents, you for
yeah.
sure. But in the past year or so, I love that. And so I was like,
Yeah.
if I could help agents with all the stuff Epique has too, great. That's less that I have to do. And it's going to be more helpful for me as an agent and for the agents I help. So
Well, And I
I
feel like it's the brokerage that a bunch of agents got together and finally decided to create an actual brokerage
mm,
where they're partners with the agents and it's what the agents want. Our benefit package is phenomenal. And some of it people laugh at, like it's a little thing like the car washes, or just some of it by itself is little, but you add that all up and I'm saving thousands of dollars every year. So
every
I I
transaction.
love it. And the camaraderie that we've created on the inside with our performance group has been phenomenal. Our Power Girls group has been phenomenal. Like, I'm right there with you, girl. Okay. So, so out of all of those things, my second question is why? Like, if you had to pick all of the reasons, what's the number one reason why you decided to make the move?
I think my logical part of my brain and my accounting side and my voice of reason was like, okay, this is a different year in a different market, and this will save me money. It'll cover my photos, cover my transaction coordinator, my sign, and it just kind of simplifies my business. So it'll save me time and money. But even without that, just the humans and the opportunity that this is, and to get in early of the growth of this different vibe. It's a different energy, it's a different feeling, it's different. Everyone is excited. It's like a startup
Yeah,
feel.
it is. I love that part too.
And now that I'm here, like the fact that we have a voice and they want feedback and
Yeah.
they want to, I don't know, it's just really creative brokerage that I'd never seen anything like before. And then we get to kind of help build it and make it and mold it
Yeah.
into the best thing we can. So
Yeah.
it's hard to,
Which, yeah, it's hard. Sorry,
it,
keep
no,
going.
it's fine. It's just hard to say one thing because
Yeah, it is.
initially I was outside my comfort zone. It was a risk, but I knew it would save me some time and money on my production. And then the hope and the risk was that it would have growth and I would be able to help agents, more agents in a better and faster way with my best friends.
Awesome. I
So
love that. I love, love, love that. Third question, what's your experience so far? And the reason I want to ask this question is because of you and I being co-chairs on the Agent Advisory Council. So for me, being able to take any of the issues that the agents that I brought over to Epic to the board and really have them address, like that's a huge part of building the company that we as agents really want to be a part of. So for you, what's your experience been so far?
So I think what I expected was to be able to have a relationship with some awesome leaders of the company. And Josh was so just approachable and kind, and Charles and Jay, I was like, this is awesome. I will be able to pick up the phone and call these people and have a different type of relationship with them, since there was 200 and some odd agents when I joined, than I would at a huge, national brokerage that had thousands and thousands of people. So that's what I was excited about when I joined. But when I got in, I realized that there's an opportunity to actually step up and be a leader of this company.
Mm,
So my little introverted self is really uncomfortable. But when I get these opportunities to teach classes and be the chair of the Agent Advisory Committee, and just opportunities for me to step out of my comfort zone and step up and share. I mean, I know I have stuff to share from the last 15 years of doing this job, but that was an
so
unexpected
much.
part. And it's really been a huge part of my growth, even just these last 6 months. But it's really fun and really exciting. And it's something I probably should have done a long time ago, but I don't know that I ever would have unless I was put in this environment with these really
Yeah.
supportive people. So that's been
It's
awesome.
it's back to that this is more of a God-led kind of thing for us. For me, that's how I felt too. I just felt that pull, like I had to open that door and go through it. And I've had to step out of my comfort zone.
Yep.
And that's been crazy. Like just the leadership roles. You're the area leader for Austin, Texas. I'm the area leader for New Braunfels, Seguin, Canyon Lake, like this whole in between. And then another one of our amazing agents, Laura Grau, is an area leader in San Antonio. Like these roles are phenomenal in a real estate brokerage because no matter, I just got to touch base on this. Like it just kind of came to me, but no matter what, at our last brokerage, it was all about like, whose team are you in? Who did you sign up under? And that is very important still. But the area leader role is for everybody, no matter what. It's what brings us together, no
Mhm.
matter where we come from. And I love that. So,
And I'm so excited to be able to help all Austin agents and all Epic agents in this way. And it's funny, I was just talking to an agent about it and they were like, okay, so how much is that? How much does it cost? And I was like, no, you get, we're about to roll out an amazing coaching program also included at no additional charge, but you get this mentor, this local experienced agent in your area for no extra charge. And so they were like, okay, but for how long? Like how many transactions? And I was like, forever. It doesn't go away. And we reach out proactively. And I'm like, this is cool, even for someone like me or someone, like these agents that are awesome and experienced to just get the help and collaboration. It's still so nice to see what
absolutely.
everyone else is doing and to continue to
Yeah,
grow. So I love, love, love that we have those positions as well. It's so
I
good
do
for
too.
the game
I do
changer.
too. Speaking of leadership, so you've only been at Epic for around, like, including your LOI, like 6 months,
Yes,
4 months, like really actually doing transactions. You've already capped.
I know. I
That
know.
is crazy. Talk about an awesome area leader. I'm still working on that, so I haven't done that yet, but I'm a capper. Every year I cap, so I know that'll happen. But you did it in like record-breaking time, and that is phenomenal. And especially since our splits are it takes a little bit more to pay the brokerage. We're an 85-15 split. So we get 85, they only get 15%. I got that backwards. So it happens a little bit quicker because there's not so much to have to pay. So I'm just so proud of
Yeah.
you. When I saw that, and that was like a month ago, like I saw that and I was just like, go Jess, yay. So you're
Sister.
definitely an
Yeah.
amazing person to learn from.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I feel a little bit lucky, but I love how it just kind of streamlines and simplifies your business. There's one
Yeah.
simple platform to log into. So you
Oh
just
yeah.
click order signs, order Facebook ad, email blast, like photos, start the transaction with the TC. It's all just in one hub. And I love it. It does kind of make things faster and easier.
Yeah. Which brings me to my very last question, and that is, what is your favorite benefit of all the agent benefits? And there's a long list, I know, and I'm going to put it in the chat or in the description of the video so that everybody knows what they are. But of all of those, what is your absolute favorite benefit?
It's it's such an impossible question. I mean, I think initially the TC was so nice to not have to worry about paperwork, and it's a great company. I know the owners. It's so neat that we get to partner with them. And so that is what I was excited about. The area leader position is awesome just to have to know that you have someone to call. If you need this, you have this. If you need, help with your sponsor, you can pick up the phone and call them. If you need a broker, you pick up the phone and call them. But that is also awesome. But it's really just the whole idea that these people thought outside the box, thought, why not? Let's try it. Created this brokerage and we get to help grow it and help mold it into something beautiful. Like it just all is kind of coming together in a lovely way. And working with the humans here, I have met friends that I feel closer to than people I've known for, years and years and years. So
I agree,
oh,
100%.
that's my favorite. Yeah.
Like our Houston trip, so did you not just have like the best time ever on that trip? For me, that was oh, I forgot the word we were saying that weekend because
Serendipitous.
serendipitous, because it was crazy because we had like 25 agents from all over the country that flew in for this 2-hour Christmas party on Saturday night. But we didn't fly in on Saturday. We flew in on Friday so that we could hang out with each other and so that we could build those relationships and so that we could really get to know on more of a personal level,
Yeah.
not just business, each other.
Yeah.
And
And the
That
conversations
was,
are different offline. They're different when you're not on Zoom. And on Zoom, I was like, oh, these people are so awesome. I don't know if they're going to like me. I don't know if they're my people, initially. But then meeting them and just they're just amazing. Like
I know.
heart of gold, here to serve, really listen, really want to connect with each other. There's just an amazing group that we're building over here. And it's hard to put the words
It
exactly
is.
what it is,
It
but
is. Of
it's
all
fun.
the benefits, I honestly like the camaraderie that we're building more than any of the benefits.
I know. It's such a fun group of
Yeah.
amazing, badass, experienced people. So
Yeah. Our
that's
performance group
fun.
is phenomenal. So
And keep
if
growing.
you, yeah, awesome. So if you have any questions, you're in the Austin area, San Antonio, no matter where you're at, you could be anywhere in the country because our group is growing and growing and growing. And we are the performance group at Epique Realty. And we would love to have a conversation with you to see if it's time for you to maybe see what's behind that Epique door and take a chance and join us over here in building something different. I know as real estate agents, we get so wrapped up in just doing deals, buyers and sellers over and over every year. How can we be higher performers? But I feel like what we're doing is really adding more to our business. We're adding more of the real stuff, like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
And
the
and just I was saying that we're growing and I wasn't meaning like numbers wise in
yeah,
body count. Like we're growing people. Like I'm having to grow and are
yes,
creating opportunities to grow. So like we're helping agents
yeah,
grow in
like
their lives and in their
yeah,
business. So that's what I meant. But I was like, true. And in numbers too,
same.
it's just so fun to be a part of other people's growth and to continue your own. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like as real estate agents, we have this ceiling of achievement is kind of like what I'm trying to think of, but we go past it. Like, what's that next level that as a real estate agent, you're also an entrepreneur and you can do more. And when you collaborate with the right people and the right groups and you grow, you expand your mind to a deeper level. And I feel like that's something that is really important. And at my age, I was really starving for. So I'm super happy to be on this journey with you, Jessica. And I just thank you for joining me on this call today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for texting me. And you have changed my life and been a big part of my life even before this. But I'm so grateful to be able to do this. It's so fun just working alongside you and the other people in our group. So thank you. And this is just the beginning. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out.
Yep, I'll put Jessica's information and my information in the info, and we would love to have a conversation with you. So thank you, everybody.
Awesome.
See you later.